right. Okay, we're back, guys, and yeah, just like a little quick break there. But all right, I think we're gonna continue start talking about this a little bit, and I don't
Well,
think.
the only way I would agree to talk about it would be if Jeff wasn't here. So that's why we kicked him off the
Okay,
show.
interesting.
So no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. So just to give you an update too on Steven. Steven's has like a migraine headache, and he's been feeling pretty bad today. So that's the reason he's not on the show right now. But he'll be back next week.
He said if we just give him a nudge when Jeff's off. That's what he said. He said
What?
if we just message him when Jeff leaves.
Did
you not get that?
Did he say that? Oh
no. But what?
No. God.
Even on
Oh
April
my
Fool,
God, dude.
you're still
I'm just so
easy.
gullible, man.
He
I'm so
didn't. He didn't
gullible.
say that. You are gullible as
Okay.
fuck.
Oh, I think the stream might have gone down for a second. Hold on.
Oh, perhaps even better.
Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps you don't look stupid.
Whatever.
Oh,
All right, let's continue talking about this. So,
Okay.
a lot of the language obviously was not condoned, and it's been kind of mixed. The reaction actually, like about this whole thing, has been a little bit mixed. And I think to sum it up, at least from my standpoint, I feel like Major's an asshole. I think that's one thing, and I think Jeff's did kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then secondly, Demuslim, seeing this side of Demuslim, because a lot of people on stream, and I've met Ben in person too. I've never seen him react anything like this before in the past. So, it's kind of funny how it's funny. It's kind of funny how it was incited too. It was incited because Major just basically said that Demuslim wasn't a good a Terran representative when talking to David Kim, and that's like, who cares, right?
I know.
I think who
The
cares
thing
what Juan
is,
says about that. So it's
I don't know what to make of Major because, right, look, I am definitely never gonna defend an EG player, and believe me, as I've met Ben, I think Ben's a great guy. Fuck it, like just for my own self, I'm gonna haul him over the coals because those guys came out and said it was wrong of me to do X, Y, and Z. Fuck it, I'm gonna kick back. So just be prepared, guys. I'm gonna be a massive hypocritical asshole in the next few days because why the fuck not, right?
Okay, here we go. All right.
So every time I see anything related to Major, though, he's just talking bollocks. Like it would annoy me. Like, if this guy just randomly messaged me out the blue, like, you are not a good representative of journalists. I mean, like, who the fuck are you, motherfucker? In fact, to give you an interesting anecdote that's got nothing to do with this, one of the reasons why I'm increasingly becoming closer to being blackballed by Riot is because of something like this. Like, I added a chap called Nick Allen, who's like their esports manager or whatever, had him on Skype for ages. Like whenever I needed comment, I'd be like, oh hey Nick, can you comment about all the mistakes that Riot have made this week? And he'd be like, no. He'd be like, no, fuck you, I can't.
God,
He wouldn't say no or fuck you, he'd just not answer. But then like I randomly got I got a couple of messages out of the blue. The first was like I was ragging on Travis, which, look, that's all dead now. Like I don't rag on Travis anymore. Me and Travis are cool. It's all good. But I ragged on him because he refunded a Reddit guy for saying he preferred me as a journalist. Like he refunded a donation.
Oh yeah. Weird. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have posted all that shit publicly, and it was lame for me to get upset by it, but I'm an asshole. Like I am an asshole. I'm not trying to pretend I'm not. Like I do dumb shit like all the time. I get over emotional. Like this is my life. It's been my life
Okay,
for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I make mistakes. So I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, so Nick Allen messaged me one day after he'd read my Twitter feed, and he was like, "I just want to give you some life coaching, bro."
Wow.
Like, if I were you, I wouldn't say these things, and I wouldn't do this. So I just went ham. I was like, who the fuck are you to tell me as a grown man in my 30s about what I shouldn't or shouldn't say on my Twitter, fuck you. Everyone sucks you off because you work for Riot and they all think you're the next E-Jesus because everyone wants to get paid by Riot. So, take your opinions elsewhere, you vanilla prick. And he banned me and isolated me and now I probably shouldn't have overreacted in the way I did. I tried to apologize to him afterwards because I wanted to keep on the Riot tee so I could get my stories, but he's not having any of it. So
how does this have to do with Major and Demuslim, dude?
So how does this link with what we're talking about? Once again, Richard is going to tie it together.
Holy shit!
Beautiful, eloquent style. So Major is a guy who's got guys like Hotbit and other players like just on his chat. And every time I've seen so many chat logs with this guy where he just talks to them and makes these outrageous like fuck you, you're just another player. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't want you to message me like asking me about this or telling me what you think about that. Like, fuck you.
The Hotbit 2000 thing was hilarious.
Yeah.
My god.
I thought the Hotbit thing was bullshit. I thought the Hotbit thing was bullshit, man.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is April Fool's or not, right? I think I even questioned. I didn't even know if it was April Fool's or not. And it's real.
Genuine.
It's
he
real.
asked Hotbit how to express 2000 in written terms. Like, he couldn't Google that. So all I'm gonna say is, like, Major, dude, seriously, like, stop fucking annoying people. Like, just stop it. There's this thing called Google. There's this thing called Wikipedia. Next time you have a question about anything, use that. And equally, next time you think you're in a position to apply your fucking standards to how someone else should behave, take that deep breath and realize, no, you haven't got that right. You're just another, you're another bare bum in the fucking prison showers. You're nothing. Like, you're just a guy. Seriously, relax. What the fuck? So I totally sympathize.
I mean, again, everybody knows Juan is like that. Everybody knows Juan's like that.
Yeah, I know. He's just crazy. So Demuslim, Ben, like one of the most intellectual guys probably in fucking StarCraft. Seriously, whenever did anyone read? And this was really cringeworthy. Sorry, Ben. It was really cringeworthy. But did you read the whole blog where he compared like, StarCraft to Lord of the Rings?
No, I don't remember that one.
Right, here's the thing. It is a fucking nerdgasm. It is like a wet dream for like every nerd that's ever watched.
And your point is?
It's coming to it. World of Warcraft or any of those porn spin-offs that we all know about but pretend we don't. So it was just nonsense. It was just gibberish. But he's so intellectual. To even combine those two things, to be able to equate StarCraft to Lord of the Rings, requires like a lot of intelligence. And he did it in an intelligent way, just a really cringeworthy and, please don't do it again kind of way.
Yeah.
So Ben is really intelligent. So what is he doing telling another guy, if I ever see you, I'm going to beat you to within an inch of your life with my dick?
Well, that was funny, man. That part is funny, okay? That part, it's like, okay, he's just fucking with him, right? But then it goes into...
That's what we thought, like, this has got to be an April Fool. Because, look, right, like, hey, I'm sure you know what we're talking about, Chama. We've all got big dicks, but none of us have a dick.
Oh my
God. Right, look, I mean, seriously, look at the size of me. Honestly, it's terrible. It's just not cool, right? Like, what I'm packing. But I still wouldn't as a weapon. I still wouldn't use it as a weapon.
Oh my God.
Big, but it's not a weapon. Like, it's big enough to beat other things, just not a weapon. So what's he talking about? Why is he... That was his opening. I can't even believe we're talking about
I don't know.
Player threatening another player with his dick. Right, so this guy, why is he saying this? Why has he said that? And then as you say, it just gets worse. You read the whole thing, and it just gets worse. He's gonna beat him up with his dick. He's gonna kill him. He calls him a faggot. Like,
Well,
what
then
is
then it
happening?
turned into like a middle school discussion between
Yeah, I
two
know.
adolescent boys on the playground and shit, like
So like,
calling you
what?
ugly and shit like that.
Yeah, what is he doing exactly? Like, oh, you're not so handsome. Like, oh my God, what is happening? Like,
So
so
the
I
the
think
point-
I okay. So where am I going with this? I think Ben is like super baited because everyone knows Major is just such a pain in the ass to even talk to. Just such a loser. He just everything that comes tumbling out of his mouth is just stupid and bullshit. And Ben took the fucking bait, and he shouldn't have done. And it's no excuse, by the way, for what he did, because if we're gonna haul people like me over the coals, and I am not a role model for
Oh,
fucking
he
anything except sobriety. If you're gonna use the word faggot, then that probably has to be answered for. Sorry, EG, you're probably gonna have to do
well,
some.
I'm sure they'll handle it. But the thing is, it's one of those things. He's probably having a bad day, and when you're having a bad day, guys, don't get on Skype. Don't get on Twitter. Try not to do those things because yes, you're gonna get baited or incited into doing something that probably gonna regret. And these days, copy pasta, man. Copy
Look at these
pasta,
guys.
so easy.
Yeah, look at these guys. They're all saying, oh, look at the ChanManV Major. He's such a good player, right? Look,
He's a good player. Nobody's
Yeah,
questioning whether he's a good player.
everyone's a better player than a UK StarCraft player. Like,
Oh,
Ben, I love you, brother, but just take it on the chin. This will get you past your faggot gate. Just listen. Okay, so everyone's, there's no question about who the better player is. Holy shit, like, but what I'm saying is, he just says the dumbest shit, man. Like, and people are gonna snap at dumb shit. Like, all of my downfalls, like every time, like just
you
with
just
the
have to say one word to Richard, and he's.
I know, but here's the thing.
Oh my gosh.
Every time the community starts liking Richard Lewis, what happens is I go, hey, this is cool. I got this now. They like me. It's going to work out. And then I take a step out into esports land and I meet a moron and I snap like, oh my God, blah, 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 fucking fuck this guy. He's an idiot. And that's my problem. I can't deal with idiots. And I think Ben's problem is he can't deal with idiot. And if you're an idiot, idiots bait the fucking best responses out of people because they don't know.
Just
that they're
ignore
idiots.
them.
They don't know that they're idiots. And that's the problem with idiots. The idiots win every argument because they don't know they're wrong. So you can't
That's
even
actually
win.
a really good point.
No, it's true.
That
Like,
is
never
a really
argue.
good point, actually.
Guys, here's something I've learned because I'm old.
Oh
And
god.
here's some drunk wisdom. Never argue with an idiot. You'll never win. They were right all along, and you're the idiot for
All right.
wasting.
All right.
So I feel for Ben, but equally, EG can't really ignore it. Like, I'm making light out of it. But, like, ordinarily, like, here's the thing. When I was sober, when I planned coming on the show, I wrote a load of notes down about, like, and I had this fantasy in my head. I will make EG.iNcontroL look stupid, and I will make EG look stupid. Here's the reality, man. Like, Ben's a good guy. The words he used and the shit he said is not a representation of what he's about. I think EG need to address it, and I think they need to address it publicly rather than privately, because that's the nature of the business we're in. But holy shit, man, that whole argument is as dumb as it fucking gets. And like, I didn't even dignify it by reporting on it, and I'm the drama queen in esports, so hopefully no one else does. And there you go. That's my
All right, let's move on and let's see what other segments do we have today. Oh, league. You got any league segments you want to bring up? It's always
No. I just want to point out in chat that someone to try and insult me when, don't argue with idiots. I hope you never argue with yourself then. Like, motherfucker, like, come on. There's got to be better comebacks.
Stop reading chat, idiot.
No, I love chat. Chat makes it interactive. You fucked this up. This is the reason why your show only gets
Chat distracts the fuck out. Have you ever seen me stream and play Hearthstone? Oh my god, chat fucks me up so bad. But okay, let's move on. So League of Legends, what you got for League of Legends?
There was like some stuff.
Bugs.
What I'm not
Bugs.
Listen, what I'm not doing is I'm not opening Reddit right now. Okay, so I'm totally not. Like, see that white shine on my face and glasses? Totally not from Reddit. So yeah, no, actually though, what I do remember, and look, I'll make it. I'll make it a non-shine. There we go. Yeah, there was the bug. There was the fucking bug, right? So we talked about Nick Allen earlier. The whole Gambit gaming versus SK situation
Yep.
with Aatrox, and I mean, again, it's such a major talking point. Like, I'm not going to be able to do it justice in my current state of intellectual capacity. And not only that, like, I feel without anyone to bounce off, I'm going to struggle anyway, because that's how I operate. So do try and join in, Chris. Stop being so fucking vanilla for 5 minutes.
Vanilla.
Everyone calls you vanilla, man. You know
I
it.
prefer
So
chocolate, man.
okay, so here's the situation. So basically Aatrox, who's this thing who stayed life and he got a sword, and you know who he is,
Yes,
right?
Aatrox.
Aatrox. He's just after Aardvark in the dictionary. He chops up a bunch of people in the top lane, and Gambit have picked him specifically. And everything they're doing as a team is working, but there's this bug on Aatrox, which means that like his hits, if you like level W, I think it is, before E or before Q, you get double the hits, double the procs on the lifesteal thing.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Okay.
It's something like that. Like I'll have
So it's a
fucked
known
that.
bug. So people abuse it all the time, right?
Yeah, but here's the
Yeah.
thing: the minute you level up an E or a Q, it goes.
Right.
It's not like it doesn't stay for the whole game. But so it gives you an early game advantage for as long as you can stave off leveling up another one of those skills. So again, apologies if I've done that argument a great
okay.
justice. So Gambit are raping SK. Oh shit, I can't say that, can I? Gambit are winning against SK in a manner akin to someone dominating them in a very unpleasant way. Sorry, trigger warning. And they're really owning them hard, right? So, but in the only lane they don't win is top lane, the lane with Aatrox in it, right?
Yeah.
So, Riot decide on the basis of this bug, because like everything else Riot do, it made the front page of Reddit. So, we better react to this, right? Because we're such a proactive company. We only react to the shit that's on the front page of the LOL subreddit. They decided to overrule, and they later said they didn't, but a referee kind of noticed it. There's footage of an SK player saying like, what the fuck's going on here? They played the game, Gambit won, and then the next day announced we're going to replay it, right?
Yeah,
Which
see, that's
actually massively contravenes their own rules, which is in 8.33 of Riot's own official LCS rulebook. See, I did prepare for the show, guys.
Wow,
Sorry.
8.33. Okay.
I didn't just make that up. So let me just drink some more beer. Awesome. So, finality of judgment. If a referee makes an incorrect judgment during a match, the judgment cannot be reversed, as the decision of the referee is absolute and final, and there is no appeal process. That's 8.33 of their LCS rule.
Well, I mean, why don't they? Okay, for one, it's a bug that's known in the game, and fix the bug, please. That sort of thing. But also, like, why not? They know it's happening, so why don't they just like? Why do they just disallow it, or why do they just stop the match when they see it happening? Because they know it's happening, right?
Yeah, they here's the thing. Like, everybody knew about that bug. I would even go as far as to say
That's what I mean. It's almost a bug that you just let go.
This
honestly.
is risky business to say this publicly, Chris, because if you know anything about Russian fans, they're passionate, man. They are super passionate. But I would even go so far as to say that, Gambit kind of knew about it, and probably picked Aatrox on the basis that they knew if they left skills in a certain way, they would get this early advantage. No, it's not fine, Chris. If you say that, people threaten to murder you.
No, but I'm saying it's okay. It's one of those things where it's like, if there's a bug in the game, but this is the release of the game, You should
Yeah.
not. You should not. You know, that's the product. The people play. They use the product. They
But
abuse it, or if they abuse it, they abuse it.
It's a
But
bit
it's
different
just.
because Aatrox is a very new champion. He's been introduced, and this
But
bug,
it's.
I don't know if it was there when he was introduced or whether it came with a subsequent update, but certainly for like the last 4 or 5 patches, this bug has been known to professional players. It's been known to everybody.
Disallow the picking of Aatrox. And you know what I mean? There's like a lot of things that they could have done.
And they've done it. They've done it in the past. There's precedent there.
Yeah.
They've banned Rengar from being picked.
Right.
In competitive events, they have banned it. So everybody, all the pro players knew this bug was there. But I think Riot, because they've come under fire about all these new game-breaking bugs, like, you know, oh, I put a ward in a bush. Oh, it's not in the bush. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm Vi. I go to use a Q. Oh, no, because of something I did earlier, my animation is just not gonna. It's gonna stay as doing that thing earlier, and I can't do it.
Worst GG says the bug's been there since Season 3 Worlds.
Yeah, right. There we
So
go. I got
who cares about this? It's
no
like,
reason to doubt him. So the point is, I think Riot have done so much fucking finger crossing, and they're just hoping the bugs aren't going to come up. And when they do in a critical situation like this, they gauge it. You know, it's not like it's the first time. Like Curse in the NALCS, we had the whole Annie Saint Vicious flash bug. Right? Oh, did he flash? Didn't he? Did he fuck it up? Didn't he? Was it a bug? Wasn't it? I will dominate for Curse again. I mean, Curse are fighting for their survival in the league. And it's a huge thing. These bugs should not be interfering. And what I say to do is, when a bug is noticed, it should be game fucking stopped immediately. There and then, you tell the players, look, man, there's clearly been a bug. Get the fuck up, go have 5 minutes, like, smoke.
Yeah.
But because we're Riot and you can't endorse tobacco according to LCS contracts, go drink something like water. We endorse water. Water's good. Go endorse water, have fun, drink water, enjoy yourself, and then come back and we're going to replay the game immediately. And the commentators should be fed the information in their ears. We're having a do-over. It should never have been the situation where it runs over to the following day and Gambit have to say, well, this is bullshit. And SK Gaming, because of the backlash they're getting, are having to say, we never asked for it, which they didn't, actually. So the next day, Nick Allen had to release another statement explaining why the rule I just read out to you was actually not contravened, which it was, right? Which it was. And it satisfied no one. The community are abjectly pissed off. They can't even believe this has happened. Everyone is saying that the integrity of the league has been completely compromised. You know, the bullet points are that, you know, at the very worst, well, no, the very best for Riot, but at the worst for SK, they didn't know their own rights going into the game, and they didn't raise the issue there and then. But basically, what most people are taking away from the situation is that this Nick Allen character says it's a referee's responsibility to tell players they've got the right to restart if there's a bug, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
And Riot have actually contravened their own finality of judgment rule. And what they've said is in the upshot, oh, we're going to rewrite these rules for next season. Well, let's hope that this doesn't impact on A, someone like SK Gaming or Gambit winning the league, or B, someone like Curse getting relegated and not even having professional careers to talk about. I think all the fans and everyone else should be rightfully pissed off about it. And, you know, again, long story short, after I witted on for 20 minutes, I absolutely get why the fans are fucking pissed off about this. It's an outrage. There was rules there. Whether they're sufficient or not, you've got to stick to the rules, right?
Yep. All right, let's take some questions. Let's do some Q&A, and I'm trying some different things, guys. What we're going to do is, it's going to be based around the subs of the channel first. You know, I kind of said that before. And I was just going to go into sub mode and kind of take questions, but I actually sent a message to the subs, and it sends a Skype ID of moderator that somebody's going to be kind of moderating this for us, and then we'll pull in from the subs. That's like the only way I can think of, like to pull to have actual live calls from subs. So check your emails, guys, if you're a sub. If you aren't a sub or want to be a sub, then I'm just going to actually for now just go into sub only mode now. And
Please do, because I've just read like the last 3 comments. People are saying I need a dick in my mouth. Like,
all right,
really?
So subs, any questions you got, feel free to ask. I know Aggression wants to ask a question. He just joined today, so I know he has a question. Aggression 1, any questions you want,
okay.
Start asking them.
As long as the question isn't why isn't there a dick in his mouth?
like
okay.
Steven. Steven's in chat. Get the fuck on here, Steven. No.
Yeah, I know. Migraine bitch.
Oh my god, this show, dude. This episode.
Don't
Where's the questions? Come on. Where are the questions? Gutter, blood gutter, the voice in your head. Any questions? You guys are disappointing, man. Like, I allocate this time just for you guys.
Well,
just for you guys.
Why don't we read the Reddit thread, dude?
I want to give him the sense first. Oh, here we go.
All right, what's this?
Wow, this motherfucker gonna fucking shit talk me? Are you being fucking real right now?
all right. So Steven's back. You feeling all right, dude? You feeling all right?
I'll keep my voice down, I promise.
Thanks a lot, baby.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this.
Ready to do this? We've already done this. All right, we're gonna do the Q&A with you then. All right, let me get you on here.
You really left me. I was expecting a wingman when I faced Jeff, man. I'm like
facing Jeff. This is like a duel or something.
Yeah, I know. I thought Stephen was gonna help me, and I don't know if I've done the whole anti-EG thing justice now.
I mean, you guys didn't argue much. It didn't seem like you did you? Did I miss
No,
something?
That's what I mean. And I think you know when you don't argue.
Oh, did you want it? Did you want to fight him?
No, but it's like you know when like someone who you feel you should disagree with comes on, you're like, oh, actually, he's a cool guy. You've really lost. You lose. You lose that argument. He tricked you, and that's what Jeff did.
Richard's just Mr. Kowtow today, man. That's all it is, man.
Wow, as if anyone's calling me a pussy, Chris. Brutal.
Hey, man, I haven't set any precedent for it. All right, so
what was wait, so what? I don't know what you're allowed to say or not, but Jeff was saying that there was like really, I don't remember if it was Jeff saying it or if it was you saying there was like really embarrassing stuff that happened with NASL. This is, I don't know how much research you've done into it, so let me give you my bullshit theory before you like tell me what actually happened. It sounds to me like they were waiting on something from World of Tanks, and World of Tanks just pretty much pulled the plug, which was their entirety of their financing, and then everything else just went, they couldn't afford to sustain anything else when World of Tanks pulled the plug, and they're going to be closing shop completely within the next like month or two. They'll be announcing that they're closing up completely. That's my bullshit theory. What, am I at all close, or are you allowed to say?
It's kind of a massive overgeneralization, but the core of what you're saying is effectively true. Yes.
Okay, so Plogitus or Ploguitus?
What a stupid name. Go to the next person. This guy's name doesn't even, if you can't even pronounce
No.
He's got a good question. He's got a good question. He's got a good question.
This guy's called Joe. No, listen though. This guy, he asked about being an esports journalist in a Reddit thread randomly, and because I do loads of things on impulse, I took him under my strange and creepy wing.
Oh, Jesus!
I'm grooming him, and he wears vests. Like nothing but vests.
Let me ask this question.
I actually know this because I'm doing an investigative piece on you, Richard, and that account is actually mine.
Look, here's the thing. Until I penetrate,
oh my God,
I haven't broken a law. So good luck with that destiny migraine.
It'll happen eventually.
All right. So anyway, his question.
Oh wait.
His question.
Here's a random quick thing. Any job you work for, if your boss hates you, can always get you fired because there's no way that any person can perfectly follow every rule at a job. They call it papering you out the door. I promise you, if you ever work a job and your boss wants you fired, you'll never be able to hold a job because you'll break some rule. There's always like 50 million random little things that can get you on. That's just like a little random tidbit. Okay, go ahead.
All right, question.